welcome. Today I'm going to play Advanced Squad Leader Starter 2 scenario, A Reach Too Far, a scenario which is from the Multiman publishing site, where you can download this scenario as long as some other official scenarios for the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit. And this is a scenario that takes place during the Operation Overlord. It is 8 June of 1944, and British commandos are advancing and Germans are defending. So let's take a look at the situation that we have on board. And first of all, Germans are set up first, but their special rule says that they have to set up on the board X on east of hex row B, but no more than one multiman counter per hex and not adjacent to any other multiman counter. So this means that Germans cannot stack their squads and they can't start on the adjacent hexes. And that's why they are set up in this way, because if there wouldn't be such a limitation, I would definitely set them up in other way. And as for Brits are starting on the board W on the hex row B or west of, but I set them up all on the board on the hex row B, and they can set up as they like. Now, for the victory condition, the British win the game if they have more than 9 victory points of good order infantry on east of hex row K of the board X. This means they have to reach this hex row or cross it with 9 victory points. And now, each squad or crew is worth of 2 victory points, each half squad is worth of 1 victory point, and each leader is worth of 1 victory point plus 1 victory point for each of his minus modifier. For example, this leader with -2 is totally worth of 3 victory points. So it doesn't sound very hard for Brits, I believe, but well, we have to attack through the clear terrain, and there are many German units here, so we have to get rid of them as much as possible. Okay, so now let's take a look on our equipment. As for Germans, it's pretty normal. They have a couple of light machine guns and 1 medium machine gun. As for Brits, they have a lot. They have 4 light machine guns, they have 1 medium machine gun, they have 1 light mortar and 1 heavy mortar. And I think that the most interesting weapon here is this heavy mortar here. As you can see, it has no AP, because there is this line above its caliber. Next, it has a rate of fire of 2, which is pretty high, and now it has 2 numbers when it comes to its range limitations. First one is 636. This means that it can fire on the minimum of 6 hexes, but, yes, there is always some but, this range is working only till September 94, and starting with September 94 it changes into 363. So we are fighting in the June 1944, so we'll be using this one, so we can fire on the minimum of 3 hexes and maximum of 63 hexes. Well, I don't think that 63 is a range that I ever had to use in any of my squad leader or advanced squad leader games. I know that there are probably such boards, but I don't think I wouldn't be even able to set them up on my table. So no way. And now, as for the other stuff, when it comes to this mortar, it can use smoke shells and it can fire white phosphorus. It is quick setup weapon, so it can be moved pretty fast. And now it has to be set up, I believe. Wait. Yeah, like this. Sorry. Okay, I think this is fine. And now for the light mortar, I have it somewhere here, maybe there. Sorry. Oh yeah, here it is. As you can see, it has no armor-piercing ammo as well. Its range is 211. Its rate of fire is 2. As for the other info, it has smoke ammo. We are not using this in the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit. And no more of the special rules when it comes to this weapon. It is used just like normal special weapon, so it doesn't have to use arc of fire, for example. As you probably know, mortars are always firing with area fire, but they do not lose rate of fire because of that. Because any normal ordnance that uses area fire loses its rate of fire instantly. But mortars are using always area fire, and they don't lose their rate of fire because of that. Okay, so what is my plan? I formed two very strong fire groups to get rid of these nasty Germans here, and two assault groups that are going to move and get rid of them and open my way deeper into German positions. As for this mortar, my plan is to fire at these Germans and clear this area from them, because they have quite a big range, with the range of 6, so they can cover quite a big area. So getting rid of them might be very good. Okay, that's all when it comes to the introduction. We can start our game. We are starting with turn 1. Allied player has initiative, and we are starting with rally phase. We don't have to do anything more in the rally phase, so let's go into prep fire phase, and we have a lot of stuff to do in the prep fire phase. First of all, I'm going to fire here. So this group, they have 4, 6, 10, 12. So they have 12 plus 1 because of the woods and minus 2 because of the commander. So we have 12 and minus 1. Let's make a roll. 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 in the 12 is 1 MC. So it's morale check with minus 1 modifier for Germans. I got 8, and this means that they are broken. Okay, and they are marked as prep fire. Next, this mortar is firing here. And now, firing with weapons needs for the 2-hit roll, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are firing on this 8 hexes range. As for mortar, we are using our 2-hit number is 7. And now for modifiers. We are using area fire, so we have plus 2, and we don't have any other modifiers here. So our modifier is plus 2, and this is 9. This is a miss because we failed to hit. We don't have rate of fire because there is no 1 or 2 on the color die. So I can set a place target acquisition counter here and prep fire. Next, I am firing with this group here. What do they have? 4, 8, 12. So this is 12 again, with plus 2 because of wood building and minus 1 because of the commander. So it is 12 with plus 2 and minus 1, so it's 12 with plus 1. Oh, no good. Also, this is a covering, but in this scenario all British elite and first line multi-man counter do not cover. So we can ignore a cover result. but even so, this is 11 on the column, in the column of 12. This is a miss, yeah. So it wasn't very lucky roll. And that's all for the British prep fire phase. Next, we are moving into movement phase. So, who's going to move first? First of all, I am moving this squad here. They are making assault movement. Next, these guys are moving here. They are making an assault movement, and now they can fire at them. They have 7, and they are firing on the adjacent hex, so they have 14. And now, we have 14, and we are firing against unit that uses assault movement, so we don't have a modifier for non-assault movement units, and we are firing against the unit which is in the woods, and because of that we have +1. So this is 14, so it's 12 plus 1. 7 plus 2 is 8. 8 in the column of 12 is plus 1, check. 7 plus 1 is 8. This means they are pinned. They are fine, but they are pinned, and I have to mark this hex as with 6 of how it was called. Oh, I lost my words, sorry. How it was called? Residual fire, yes, with residual fire of 6. So, and now they are marked as first fire. Okay, now they are moving here, and these Germans can fire at them now if they want to, but this will be their subsequent fire. So do they want to fire during the subsequent fire? No, they doesn't want to. So Brits are moving here, and now they are firing at them. They have 8 because they are firing on the adjacent hex, and now they have -1 because they are firing against the unit which is not using assault movement, and they have +1 because they are firing against the unit in the woods. So they are firing with 0 modifiers and with strength of 8. This is covering, so we are using column of 6 instead of 8, and 6 in the column of 6 is 1 MC. Okay, they made it, amazing. If it would be full advanced squad leader, it would activate another special rule called heat of the battle, but we don't care about in the starter kit, so all we know that this was a miss, and here we place a residual fire of 4. Now where do I... oh, here it is. Okay, who's going to be next? They are the only ones that still can move, and I will try to move like that. They are moving here. And now, do they want to fire? No. They are waiting. So they are moving here, and now they are trying to fire. So they have they have their strength halved and now doubled because they are firing during the subsequent fire, but on the adjacent hex. So their strength is eventually 6 against and we have -1 because they are using non-assault movement, and +1, and they are in the grain, and because of that Germans have no modifier because of enemy being in the open ground. So Germans are firing with 6 and -1. Oh, pretty good roll. It is 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 in the 6 is 2 MC. Oh, this is not good. and we got 7 plus 2 is 9, so they are broken. And I have to place residual fire of 2. Okay. Well, it wasn't very lucky movement phase, and that's all for the movement phase. So we can remove residual fire markers now, and next we have defensive fire phase. So Germans can still fire, and they want to do it. They are firing here, so they have 2, and they are firing on the adjacent hex, so they have 4. They are firing with 4 and plus 1 because target in the woods. Oh, an epic miss. Nothing. Who can fire? Well, they. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are firing here, and because they are firing below their normal range, they have half their firepower, so they have 2. 7 from the firepower of 2, it is a miss. So no more. Who else? They might try to fire here. It would be plus 2 because of the 2 hindrance hexes, so they are firing with 4 and plus 2. Well, not bad. It is 7 from the 4. It is pin test check, but they are already broken, so we don't have to care about pin test check. And as for them, they have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be 6 and plus 3 because of the hindrance. A miss. So that's all for the Germans. We can remove defensive fire markers now. And next we have advancing fire phase. So Brits can fire in advance, and that's what they are going to do. First, they are firing here. And we have to remember that according special scenario rules, all British units have assault fire ability. Well, they have it anyway. So they have 6. It is halved because of the advancing fire. It is doubled because of the adjacent hex, so we have 8. And now we have plus 1 because of the assault fire ability, so it's 7. So still we are firing with 6 and plus 1 because of the woods. 8. It is 8 in the column of 6. It is pin test check. Germans passed. Okay, next they are firing here. They have same situation, but they are in the woods, so it's plus 1, and they have a commander, so it's minus 1. So it is 6 without any modifiers, and 6. This is 1 MC. Okay, so... And I think Germans passed. Yeah, they made it. Amazing. So that's all when it comes to the advancing fire. Well, no, they cannot. I mean, they can, but they are under the pin, so their strength would be halved. Well, why not? Let's try. So they have 6. It is halved because of its of the advancing fire. It is to 3. It is halved again because of the pin, so it is 1.5. It is doubled because of the adjacent hex, so it's 3 again. And now we get plus 1 because we have assault fire. So we are firing on them with 4 and plus 2 because they are in the wood building. This is a miss, of course. So we can remove prep fire. And next we have road phase. Okay, so I have to route with this unit. They are routing here, and they can be seen by these Germans, so I have to make a roll for interdiction. 5, they passed, they are retreating into this building, and now these Germans, they cannot retreat into this building because they would be adjacent to the Brits, so they have to retreat like that. Here they have to roll for interdiction. 5, they passed, they are moving here and they can see them, so we have to roll for interdiction again. 5, they made it, fantastic. Next here, interdiction roll because of them. 8, they failed, and because of that they have to suffer reduction into half squad. And finally they are retreating here. Okay, so that's all for the road phase. Next we have advance phase. So they are advancing here, and this will be a melee. I mean, this starts with close combat. They are moving here. They are moving here. I will split this stack like that. They cannot advance because they are pinned, and that's all. So next we have to resolve close combat here. We have 6 versus 4, but first of all I need to roll for ambush. So we are fighting in the woods, and now for Germans 6 and for Brits 6. So there is no no ambush, and now I have to roll for the combat. Brits are rolling in the 3-2, so they need 6 or less. Nope. And the Germans are rolling in 1-2, so they need 4 or less. Wow! So British unit is eliminated. This light machine gun is here. And that's all for the close combat, so we can remove pin marker. Next is a German phase. So we are starting with rally phase. This unit might try self-rally. Nope. So I can remove DM. These Brits cannot self-rally. They are going to look for this light machine gun. 2. They can take it. And that's all when it comes to the rally phase. So next we have a German prep fire phase. So where are they going to fire? I think I will fire here. I have 6. It is doubled because we are firing on the adjacent hex, so it's 12, and plus 1 because of the woods. Ooh, pretty good. It is 4, and plus 1 it is 5. 5 in the column of 12, it's 2 MC. So for the British commander, he passed. Now for his men, 7, minus, and now we had plus 2 and minus 1. So it is 9, minus 1, 8. And who is here? 8. So they are pinned. And here we have prep fire. Next, they are firing here. Oh, wait, maybe I should fire here. But, well, if I will fire here, I will fire with my strength doubled. But they are in the woods. If I will fire here, I will have to use my normal strength, but they are in the open ground. So which option is more tempting? I think here, because they are more dangerous. So 14 and +1. Nach. 10 and +1, it is 11. 11 from the 12, it is a miss. It wasn't good. Who else? Now them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will try to fire at this mortar. I am firing with 2. And this is covering. This is a miss, by all means. Alright. And anyone else can fire? Oh, I forgot to remove this Desperation Morale. Sorry. Now, let me think. They are broken. They cannot see anyone. They can see them, but it would be +1, 2, 3, 4 hexes and +1 because of the wood, so +5. Impossible hit. So that's all when it comes to the German prep fire phase. Next we have German movement phase. So who's going to move? I think I will move this commander here. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that's all when it comes to the German movement phase. I don't have much stuff to do when it comes to the German movement now. So, next we have to resolve British defensive fire phase. So, Brits are going to fire. I will form a fire group with these 2 units. They have 12 and they have 4. So it is 16. 16 against 2 and against these Germans in the wood building, so it's +2. Oh no, not impressive. We have 11. 11 in the 16. It is pin test check only. 6 Germans passed. Next them. They have 8 +2 -1. So it's 8 +1. Oh, another poor roll. It is a miss. Next, these mortars are firing here. And now they have +2 because of area fire and -1 because of the target acquisition. So let's see if they will hit. 8. And no, this is still a miss, but we can flip target acquisition on -2. Now, Brits are not very lucky when it comes to their rolls. Now, I think, yeah, they have a line of sight for these Germans, so let's try 4, 6, 10 and 12. So we have 12 +2 and -2. So it is 12 and 6. Brits are not covering. So we have 6 from the 12. It is 2 MC. And this is 7 +2 is 9. So Germans are finally broken. We fired at them a lot. And finally they are broken. And now here, they have 6, they are halved because of the pin, they are doubled because they are firing on the adjacent hex, so they are firing with 6, and +1 because of the woods, -1 because of the commander, so it's 6 and 0, and 8. Pin test check for Germans, 7, it's fine. So that's all for the British defensive fire phase. It wasn't very successful. And next we have German advancing fire phase. I don't think that Germans have any opportunities to perform a successful advancing fire, so no, we can remove prep fire markers. Next we have road phase, and these Germans are about to retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are retreating here to be with their commander. And anyone else have to road? No one. So that's all when it comes to the road phase. Next we have advance phase. I will advance here. They will advance here. They will advance here. They will advance here. And no, I let them stay in this building. So that's all when it comes to the advance. Oh, wait, I have some good idea. I will advance into this wood building. Why not? So that's all for the advance phase. Next we have close combat phase. We don't have any close combat to resolve, so I can remove pin markers, and this concludes turn 1. Well, the British plan isn't working as I hoped it will. So far, Germans lost 1 squad and Brits lost 1 squad either. So I wouldn't call this a very good start. Alright, let's go with turn 2. We are starting with rally phase, and first of all, Brits are going to try to self-rally this squad. 3, they made it. They are back to action. As for Germans, this commander tries to rally these 2 broken squads here. First, the one without Desperation Morale, 8, and they are in the woods, so it's -1, and they have 6, so they cannot. And now a unit with Desperation Morale, 4. Oh, this is 4 plus 4 is 8, -1 in the woods it's 7, and they have 7, so they are back. Okay, that's good. I mean, this is not a very good for allies, but who cares? Alright, so that's all when it comes to the rally phase. Next we have prep fire phase. This mortar is still trying to hit them, and I think it made it. Wow, even more, they get their rate of fire. So I will place a die with 1 to remember about it. And next, let's resolve this fire. Now, first this mortar. Its fire is 6. So they are firing with 6. And 4 again. Wow, pretty good. This is 2 MC. So 7 plus 2 is 9. Germans are broken. And since we get rate of fire, we can fire again. Wow, we got another rate of fire. And we hit them. Why? Because we have +2 because of the area fire, and -2 because of the target acquisition. So because of that we hit them with 6, and we missed here. Alright, so our third hit. We still have area rate of fire. Amazing. And now let's so you can see how mortars can be. And 6 in the column of 6, it is 1 MC. Germans made it. Another fire. We still have a rate of fire. This mortar works magic now. And infantry fire table 6 and 8. This is a miss. Another fire from mortar. Oh, let me roll. Okay, this is a miss, and this is the end of our area fire. But they did what I hoped, so this unit is broken. Alright, next. They are firing here. So we have 6. It is doubled because of the adjacent hex. It is +3 because of the stone building, -1 because of the commander, so it's 12 plus 2. It is 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 in the column of 12 is normal morale check. Let's check. And we got 11. So Germans are broken and their ELR is 2. So they suffer a quality reduction, and because of that I have to turn them into second line squad. So let me find 447 squad. Okay. And they are broken. Finally, some more lucky rolls for Brits, and I think that's all, because well, they can only see these guys and it is through this grain, so nothing that I would like to. So that's all for the British prep fire phase. Next we have British movement phase. So who's going to move and where? I will start here. 1, 2, and 3, 4. They are firing at me now. So they have 8 plus 2 because plus 1 because they are in the woods, and minus and plus 1 because they are using plus 2 plus 1 because of the woods, and minus 1 because they are not using assault movement. So it is 8 and 0. No, not bad. 5 in the column of 8 is 2 MC. Oh hell. British commander, 8, but it is plus 2, so it's 10, so he is broken. And now his men, they made it. So commander is broken, but his men are fine. Residual fire of 4 is placed here, and Germans are marked as first fire. Now them. 1, 2, 3. Germans can fire from this hex, so they have 7, so they are firing from 6, and since they are moving through the road, so it is 6 minus 1 because of the clear terrain, and I believe that line of sight moves through the woods, so it is still plus 1. So it is minus 1 because of the non-assault movement and plus 1 because of the woods with 6. This is a miss. And they are firing here as well. They have 4 and 7. 7 from 4. This is pin test check. So Brits are pinned. And I have to place residual fire of 2. Okay, who's next? I believe I should move this stack. So 1, 2, maybe not. 1, 2, 3. And now, let me mark that they spent 3 movement points. And who can fire at them? They already fired here, so they cannot fire there. They can see them. Let's try. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 9. It is and now we got minus 1 because of the commander. We got plus 2 because of the hindrance. So it is minus 2 and plus 2, minus 1 and plus 2. So it's plus 1. We got minus 1 because of the moving in the open ground, and minus 1 because of the moving in the without assault movement. So it's totally of minus 1. And 10. Oh, that's unlucky roll. It's first fire, and now they had 8. so it would be 4, but it is reduced to 2 because of the hindrance and to 1 because of the other hindrance, so it is 1. Alright, and they can move on. It was 3, 4, 5 and 6. Well, I think that these Germans will try to stop them. They are firing with 4 and +2 because of the hindrance and -2 because of the moving in the open ground and without assault movement. 7. 7 in the column of 4 is spin test check. So for the commander, he's fine, and his men, they are amazing. So that's all. And this group, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should... no, there wouldn't be a residual fire because it would be 2 and 1 and... it would be 2 and 1 and 0. So no residual fire. And finally these two squads. 1.5 and 3. These Germans are firing at them. This is 4 and +2 and -1 because they are using non-assault movement, so, but they are not in the clear terrain, so it is 4 with +2 and -1, so it's 4 + 1, 8, a miss, and 2 and 1, it would be 0, and they are going to fire as well. It is 6 and +2 -1, same situation, so it's 6 + 1. Oh, that's good. 5 in the column of 6, it is 1 MC. 7 + 1 is 8, so Brits are pinned. And no residual fire because of this. And now finally this squad. 1, 2, 3.5. Alright, so that's all for the British movement. We can remove residual fire markers now. And next we can resolve German defensive fire. So are Germans about to do any defensive fire? I believe no, because all the units marked with final fire cannot fire, and units marked with first fire can only fire on the adjacent hexes. So no, not much of the defensive fire for Germans now. So next we have advancing fire. And who is going to do advancing fire? I believe them. They have 4, and remember that they have assault fire ability. So they have 2. It is +1 because of the assault fire ability. So it is 3. Oh, I forgot they have light machine gun, so they have 4. So it is 4 and -2 because of the commander. It is 4 from 6 -2 is 4. 4 from the column of 4 is 1 MC for Germans. 9. They have to suffer quantity reduction, and they are turned into half squad. Let's mark them with prep fire to remember that they fired. Next, here I will fire with them. They have 2. It is doubled because we are firing on the adjacent hex, so it is 4. We got +1 because of the assault fire, so it's 5. And oh sorry, no, we have 6 because of the adjacent hex, and +1 because of the assault fire, so it's 7, so it's still 6, and +3 because of the stone building. Wow, 6 from the 6, it is 1 MC. Ah, Germans made it. Okay, who's next? They are firing here along with them. So they have 5. I mean, they are doubled, they are halved, they are doubled, and they have +1 because of the assault fire, so it's 5. And now they have 2. Next they have 1 because of the pin, and now they are doubled, so it is 2, and +1 because of the assault fire, so it's 3. So we have 5 + 3, it is 8, and +1 because of the woods, it's 3. So it's 4 in the column of 8, it is 2 MC for Germans. 7 + 2 is 9, they are broken. Great. And that's all when it comes to the assault fire, so we can remove prep fire markers. So, next we have road phase. First, all the attacking units must have to road. So, do I want them to road? I think I will road them. This is a commander, so let him road into this building. And that's all. And next, Germans. Now, these Germans are retreating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into this commander. Hope he will help them. They cannot retreat here. They can only retreat there. And here I have to roll for interdiction. They made it. Fantastic. Next they are retreating here, and they have to retreat there. Whew, this is a huge stack. And it is not good. It is not good, definitely. Okay, that's all for the road phase. Next we have British advance phase. So I am advancing here. They are advancing here. They are advancing there. They are advancing here. They are advancing here. So that's all for the advance. We have no close combat, so we can remove pin markers. Okay, that's all for this part of the turn. It's German part of the turn now. Let's start with rally phase. And first, Germans. This German commander is trying to rally this squad. He failed. This German commander is going to rally these 2 squads. First, the one without Desperation Morale. Oh, that was unlucky. And next, the other with Desperation Morale. Well, they have to remain broken. Okay, that's not good. It's definitely not a good thing to have a big stack of broken units together. Now, they cannot remove their Desperation Morale because they are adjacent to the enemy unit. And as for Brits, this commander will try to self-rally. 9, he cannot. All the other British units are fine. So that's all for the rally phase. Next we have German prep fire phase. So I will fire he. Oh, sorry, I forgot about one thing. They have to stay under Desperation Morale because they are adjacent to the enemy unit. And when you are broken and you are adjacent to the enemy unit, you have to be under Desperation Morale. So these Germans are firing. They have 7. It is doubled, so it's 14, plus 1 because of the woods. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 in the column of 12, it is normal morale check. It is 6, so Brits are fine. Prep fire. Who else? They have 9, and now they have -1 because of the commander and +1 because of the hindrance. So it is 8 with 0. Wow! They have a rate of fire because they are firing with medium machine gun, and they have 3. 3 from the 8. It is K2. Now good. First of all, we have to check who is going to be hit with K, commander or his men. 1, 2, 3, commander, 4, 5, 6, unit. 1, 2, 3, commander. So he is hit, and because of K, he is wounded. Oh, now I have to roll for the severity of his wound. He is only wounded. He is still alive, but wounded. And next, they have to undergo a morale check with 2. So his morale is -1, so he's 8, and he is broken now because of that. And now for the squad, 10, they are also broken. And next, Germans have rate of fire, so they can fire again with 5 and -1, and -1 because of the commander, +1 because of the hindrance, so it is 6, and we have a commander, so we can ignore a covering, so we have 6 from the column of 4 is normal morale check. For the British commander, he's fine. For the British troops, they are fine. Okay. But even so, they are broken. And this is good for Germans. Anyone else? Yeah, certainly. They are going to fire. They have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is +2 because of the hindrance. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 with 6, it is normal morale check. 6, they are fine. So that's the prep fire. They are firing here. It is 4 plus 2 because of the hindrance. Not bad. 6 from the 4, it is normal morale check. 3, good. Brits are fine, despite this heavy fire, and I think I will try to fire here. I have 4 plus 1 because of the wood of the hindrance. Wow! Germans are really lucky now. It is 5 from the 4. It is 1 MC. Oh my! British commander, he's fine. British soldiers, they are not quite fine. This is 11. Their ELR is 5. Okay, so they are fine, but even so, they suffer quantity reduction, so I need to replace them with half squad. They are 4-5, so I need a first line half squad. Okay, I have it. And that's German prep fire phase. Okay, so that's all for the prep fire phase. Next we have German movement phase. And the question is if Germans want to move anywhere. Nope, they don't have to. So that's all for the German movement phase. And next we have British defensive fire phase. And definitely Brits want to fire. I will form a fire group. Here I have 8, and since I am firing on the adjacent hex, I have 16. 16 plus 4, it's 20. So I am firing with 20, and plus 1 because of the woods. Wow! 4 from the column of 20. It's one killed in action. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We have a commander, squad, broken squad, and the other broken squad. So I have to check which of them is going to be eliminated, because one of them suffers killed in action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I will roll 1d6, and if I will get a result from 1 to 4, one of them will be killed. If it will be 5 or 6, I will simply re-roll. So 6, no. 5, no. Well, why not? 3, finally. Okay, so commander is killed, and all of them are broken. Because of that, they have to suffer a quantity reduction. They are already half squad, so they are eliminated. They are turned into half squad. And they are broken. Okay, that was devastating. First final fire and final fire. They are going to fire here with 6, plus 1 because of the woods, minus 1 because of the commander. So it's 6 and 0 and 6. 6 and 6, it is 1 MC. Okay. So first for them, 7 and plus 1 is 8, so they are broken. So they have to suffer quantity reduction. They are turned into half squad. And now for them, 6 plus 1 is 7, so they are broken. They are half squad, so they are eliminated. So now you can see why some people say you stack 'em, we smack 'em. And now this squad with light machine gun fires here. We have plus 1, plus 2 and plus 3. So it's 6 plus 3. Oh, this is a miss. Next, this mortar fires here. And we have minus 2 and plus 2, so it's 0. And we hit on 7. This is a miss. No rate of fire. Who's next? I believe them. They have 8 and they have 6, so it is 14. They are firing here, and they have 1, 2, 3. So it is 12 plus 3. Nope, this is a miss. And that's all when it comes to the defensive fire phase. Okay, so next we have advancing fire phase. Well, Germans have no opportunities to perform advancing fire phase, so we have to remove prep fire markers. And next we have road phase. And who is going to road and where? First, attacker. So this means German. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a half, 3, 4. And now Brits. 1, 2, 3, and that's all. That's all for the road phase. Next we have advance phase, and the Germans, well, I will move this commander here. No close combat, so this concludes turn 2. We are moving into turn 3. So let's carry on with turn 3. We are starting with rally phase, and who's going to rally first? First, it is a British phase, so Brits are going to rally first. This commander, he is 9. He will try to self-rally. 8, but this is +4, so no, he cannot. He failed. Now this commander, he tries to self-rally. Oh no, a very unlucky commander. Okay, Germans. This commander tries to rally this squad. Wow, it's 3 +4, so it's 7, but it is -1 because of the commander and -1 because of the woods, so it's enough for them to be rallied. Well, that's pretty good, commander. I can remove Desperation Morale from here, and that's all when it comes to the rally phase. Next we have prep fire phase. Okay, and do I want to do any prep fire now? I believe they can see them, but it would be pretty hard to score a hit because of the... Well, let me wait. Well, I believe we have no effect of because of the grain, and +1 because of the woods, but we have a commander, so this should be enough. Okay, let's try. So I have 6 +2 +1 and -1, so it is total of 6. No, it's 9, so this is a miss. And anyone else? Well, they have 6, but it would be +2 +3. Unlucky hit. I mean, this is 90% a miss, so I don't want to waste this fire. And I think that's all. I don't want to do any more prep fire, so let's go into the movement phase. I am moving here with assault movement, so they are firing with 8 and +1 because of the woods. Now that's a lucky roll. 4 +1 is 5, 5 in the 8 is 2 MC. 11, so they are broken. Four and first fire. They are moving 1, 2, 3, 4, and these guys are firing. They have 8 and +1 because of the woods. 4, wow, again 4. Germans are really lucky. It is 5 and 4, sorry, it is 4 because they weren't using assault movement. So it's 4 from 8, it is 2 MC. 10, so they are broken. Okay. Next them. 1.5, 3, and these Germans are firing at them. They have 6 and they have -1 because they are using non-assault movement. So it's 6 minus 1, and we got 8, so it's 7. 7 from the column of 6, it is normal morale check. Okay, they made it. So it's 2 and first fire. And now them, 1.5, 3. Germans are firing at them again. This time it is subsequent fire, so they are firing with 2 and -1 because of the non-assault movement. 7. It is 6. 6 from 2. It is pin test check. They made it. So this is final fire. And finally here they are moving 1, 2.5, and they decide to stop. Oh, and my mortar. I forgot about my mortar completely. Hell, I wanted to fire with them during the prep fire. Somehow I forgot about it. My god, this is bad. So, if I cannot, I cannot fire, let's move them. They have manhandle number of 11, so let's try. I am trying to move them here. 10. It is 2, so I can try to move one once again. 7. Okay, that's all. So that's all for the movement phase. Let's remove residual fire. Next we are going into the German defensive fire phase. I believe that's all. Wait, not. They can fire here again. So it is 4. It is halved and then doubled, so it is 4. So I am firing with 4 and 5. Not bad. 5 from the column of 4, it is 1 MC. They have 8. Oh, they made it. So Germans weren't lucky. And I think that's all when it comes to defensive fire. Okay, so that's all for the defensive fire. Next we have a road phase. So Brits are about to road, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Germans doesn't have to road. Next, advance phase. So this unit advances here. It will be a close combat. They are advancing here. They are advancing here. And they will stay in this building, but I will move my commander here. Okay, so that's all for the movement. And now let's go to the close combat. First we have to roll for ambush. For the Germans it is 5, and for the Allies this is 4, so no ambush. And next we have to check 6 versus 4, so it is 3-2 for Brits. So they need 6. Oh, they have 4, so Germans are eliminated. But first of all I need to roll for Germans first. They need 4 or less. 7. No, they achieved nothing and they are eliminated. Okay, so that's all for the close combat, and this concludes British part of the turn 3. Alright, time for Germans. We are starting with rally phase, and who is going to rally who? First, Germans. This half squad is fine. This squad is about to try self-rally. Oh my! This is 12, and I believe that 12, it is K. So they suffer, they are eliminated, because they would suffer quantity reduction. That was unlucky roll. They are and I can only self rally one unit, so I cannot self rally them. And now Brits. First, this commander tries to self rally 8, and he has 8, so he's fine. And now he will try to rally his men. 7, they have 6, and he has -1, so they are fine. Now this commander tries to self-rally. Finally he made it, and these guys cannot self-rally. They should be like that. Now this commander tries to rally this unit. 9, he failed. So that's all when it comes to the rally. Next we have a German prep fire phase. So who is going to fire? First of all, them. They are firing with 9 against them, so they have +1 because of the grain. So it's 8 + 1 and 4. Well, they have a rate of fire, and they have 5. 5 from the column of 8 is 2 MC. Brits made it. Fantastic. Now rate of fire, so machine gun fires with 5 + 1. It is 8 + 1, so it's miss. They will fire here. They have 4 + 1. 5 + 1 is 6, so it is normal morale hit, normal morale check. 7, they are 8, so they are fine. They are firing with 5, but they are firing on the adjacent hex, so they have 10, +1 because of the woods, -1 because of the commander, so it is 8 with 0, and it is 4. Germans have a really luck for this 4 during this game, so it's 4 in the column of 8, it is 2 MC. So Brits are broken. Prep fire. And now they are firing here. They have 7, so it's 6, and 9, this is a miss. Okay, I think that's all when it comes to the prep fire. Yes, that's all. So next we have German movement phase. And now who is going to move and where? I believe I don't have anyone to move. I am fine where I am. Okay, so that's all for the German movement. Next we have a British defensive fire. So they are going to fire here. They have 6 and +1 +2. So it's 6 + 2. 8. 8 from the 6. It is pin test check. 7. So they are fine. They are 7. So nothing. Next, this mortar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is going to fire here, and they have +1, +2, +3, and +2 because of the area fire, so it's +5. It is a miss, but first I get a rate of fire, and next I got a target acquisition. So next 7, I still have a miss, But first I have a rate of fire and I have a target acquisition. So now I have +2, +3, +5 because of the area fire, and -2, so it's +3. Wow! This is hit and critical hit. And now let me check what is critical hit for mortars. This is 24. So they hit these Germans with 24, and because they are in the woods, we have +1 for this roll. No! It is 11. It is 11 in the 24, it is 1 MC. I really hoped that it will be some amazing roll, but it is not. So first of all, 1 MC for them, 6 they are fine, and 1 MC for them, 8 they are hit, so they are halved. And because of that I have to mark them with Desperation Morale. And now, since I had 1, I can fire again from this mortar. 7, and this is a miss. Okay. Who's going to fire next? I believe them. They have 8 +1. Oh. And I believe that's all. Oh wait, no. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, so they have 6 +1. So it is 6 +1. It is 7 from the column of 6. In the column of 6, it is 1. It is normal morale check. Okay, good. They are broken. And now for them, 6, they are fine. Okay. So that's all. That's all when it comes to defensive fire. Finally, we achieved something with this with defensive fire for Brits. And next we have advancing fire. Well, there is not much of advancing fire for Germans, so we can remove prep fire. Next we have a road phase. So, attacker first. These guys are retreating from this hex, and they are retreating here. These Brits are retreating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto this hex. And that's all. Next we have advance phase. I think Germans are not advancing anywhere. And close combat, no close combat. So this concludes turn 3.5 of our game. Well, I don't think it is going good for Brits. I mean, both sides suffer some heavy losses. Germans suffered even worse losses, but Brits are not making any much of advance. So they still have 3 turns to go, but since they have to cross a K hex row, so I don't see that they can make it easily. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.